This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I'm here with the Ding Guy. Since the early 90s, they have been your number one source for reliable and trusted paintless dent repair. I'm here with James Bishop, who is the owner, operator. Thanks for joining us here today, James. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You've been serving folks here in Colorado Springs for many years. You really have been sharing this process, if you will, though, across the country with folks for the past 2 decades, really. Share with me a little bit how it is you got involved in this type of industry.
I started out really young, just detailing cars, and then a good friend of mine actually got into this type of process, which was really new and secretive at the time. And I went to school in Arkansas and learned how to do the paintless dent repair process, and I've been doing it ever since.
That is great. I mean, before we talk about this process that you basically perfected, let's go back to the conventional way. Let's talk about, we're talking about maybe a car door opened up on us, a dent, a ding. Back in the day, you'd pretty much pull out the paint, the sander, have to replace the entire panel. Why was that probably not the most effective solution possible?
Well, the process of paintless dent repair actually saves so much time and money when they did do their conventional process, which is still available out there. Everything that they had to do in the process of repainting, there's environmental issues, there's waste that's created, there's tons of things like that you have to be mindful of. With the process of paintless dent repair, you can save so much time because it's such a much faster repair, and it's a much more quality repair and maintains the value of your vehicle because you have the factory paint still on your car.
That is great. Let's walk the viewers a little bit through this process, if you will. Tell us what it is they're actually doing and what takes place.
Well, it's a real specialized set of tools that a technician has. The tools are designed to reach into different parts of the vehicle. We actually go in behind the panels when we're doing our repairs. So when we're inside the panel of the vehicle, we're actually using a straight line reflection technique, which just is basically a lighting system that is adjustable to the angle of the panel of the vehicle. And then we get behind the damaged area and press it out very, very slowly from the backside. So we're actually sculpting metal on a daily basis and using small knockdown and hammers where we actually can press the metal back in, push it out to level it to where it's exactly smooth using a reflection technique it just works amazing.
That is amazing. Let me ask you this. A lot of the damages that come through the door here, are people pleasantly surprised to find out that you're able to repair their car without basically breaking out the sander?
Absolutely. We have so many customers. They're shocked mostly about how quickly we can do the repairs. A lot of times when people have this type of damage, when they did it the old way, they were used to dropping their vehicle off for multiple days or even multiple weeks in some cases, depending on how much damage there was. So when we have customers come in and have a dent on their car and we fix it, they sit down and have a cup of coffee or a soda. And a lot of times they can wait on just one single door ding where it's just an hour to an hour and a half repair, and they're out the door and they're just tickled to death.
Tickled to death is right. Not only that, we're talking in terms of time. It's a time saver. You're talking labor, cost. It's very effective. Not only is it saving your car, but it's basically saving your pocketbook as well. People have to be happy about that.
Absolutely, because it doesn't only save that money on the initial repair, but when you think about using the paintless process, when you do save the factory finish on your vehicle, you're maintaining the value of your vehicle. Anytime it gets refinished or there's a repair process involving several panels where they have to blend paint, it actually will drop the value of your vehicle having that type of repair done. Sometimes it has to be done, but if you can save that panel with the paintless process, it actually maintains the value of your vehicle at a higher status. So if you ever do go to resell it or trade it in, it's worth a lot more.
That is interesting to know. Obviously, many of the cars that come through here, we're talking about accidents, dings, dents. We live in a beautiful state of Colorado, and you don't have to have damage on your car from an auto accident. Hailstorms, that's got to be something big here. Is that a process you guys have perfected?
Yeah, we do thousands of hail claims a year. Colorado Springs is actually in the top 5 hail counties in the world every year for hail losses. So we have perfected it. We do whole entire cars with hail damage on them, replacing the moldings, repairing all of the panels. And we work with all of the insurance companies and have done work for almost all insurance carriers out there. So we're insurance approved and have done quality repairs for a long time now.
like you mentioned earlier, maintaining the value of your car. I mean, this last summer, I was on Craigslist looking to buy a car. I was amazed at how the value of the car really drops with hail damage. I mean, quite honestly, not only you're saving some money, but you're also being able to make a lot more money if you get that one particular problem taken care of.
Absolutely, and so many customers out there that have their vehicle hail damaged. They sometimes they try and sell them once they get a hail claim done. But with the way the process works, if you have insurance on your vehicle, the best thing to do is get that hail damage repaired as quickly as possible. If you leave the damage on your vehicle and don't get it repaired after you've received payment from your insurance company, it can cause troubles down the road as far as ever being able to turn in another claim. Because if you have existing damage on your car, you always want to be sure to get that fixed when you turn in a claim.
So once again, you don't want to procrastinate that decision. Get it in there, taken care of right away. Basically, we're talking about a 50 to 25% less than conventional by getting this done. One of the things that I'm amazed is not only is the cost effective, but even let's say, for instance, many times you have to rent a car. Maybe 7 days of rental can add up quite easily. We're talking just a couple days here sometimes.
Yeah, we actually have some hail losses that we do turn around within a 48-hour period, and that's another thing that saves insurance companies tons of money, and why they're starting to use this process as their main repair preferred process for hail is because the turnaround time, and they call it a cycle time, is so much faster this way.
Excellent. I mean, I say it's a new technology, but really this is something that's been going on since back in the early 20s. We're talking about German car makers out there on the assembly line taking care of this stuff. So obviously it's been perfected throughout the years.
Yeah, it's the tool, some of the tool technology that's come out just even in the last 10 years is amazing. When I started doing this in 91, when I first went into business for myself, I actually had to make my own tools. So when I made my own tools, there was a lot of things that I was obviously lacking, but nowadays it's exciting, all the technology we have and the things that we can repair. It's great.
That is great. I mean, it really went mainstream from the 80s on. People really started looking at this and realizing it was cost effective. Interview hundreds of companies. One of the big mindset changes I see a lot of companies is the fact that everybody's going green, trying to do their part. How does this really save in the environment?
It's saving the environment in a huge way. If we look individually at each of our own footprint on the environment and what we actually contribute to that, it's something I feel very proud of as a paintless dent repair technician, because we have saved literally stadium fulls of parts that would have been thrown away. They may have been recycled, but they still get thrown away. And then that doesn't even go to say all the chemicals that are involved in the repainting process, which is the older process. Okay. So when we can save all of those things and you combine them all, it is a huge impact. Even a singular technician who's doing this repair, it's the best way to have hail damage repaired, bar none.
That is wonderful. I mean, it's a beautiful facility you have here. Obviously, you've grown here. You basically grew into this place here the past 3 years. This has to be kind of a dream place for you that you put together. Kind of cool to provide this for Springs.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we've worked really hard on this building. We've got a good location. We're very easy to find, and we do enjoy working out of this location. We have a beautiful view of the mountains and the sunset. You just can't beat it every day.
I love it. Let me ask you this about the paintless dent repair. Does this take place here in the facility, or can it be done mobily on site as well?
We do offer mobile service. The temperature has to be over 50 degrees for it to be done effectively on a mobile basis. So we encourage all of our customers to come to our shop for repair so that we can use all of our equipment for an optimum repair.
So really the best thing is to drop into the shop here. Obviously, if you can bring the cars the best way. What about a consultation over the phone if somebody wants to kind of explain what the repair is like, and can you point them in the right direction and see if that's something that would be a good candidate?
Absolutely. At the Ding Guy, it's one of our biggest pushes is that we educate our customers. So we always want to help any way we can on the phone. We like to give people the best idea or a ballpark, but with this type of repair, it's so imperative that we see the damage to know exactly how deep the damage is, where it's located exactly on the car, so that we're not telling someone something that's false. We have a $75 minimum charge for a dent repair. There are a few things that can factor into making that price go up a little bit, but it's the bracing in the vehicle, the depth of the dent. So there's a few factors we'd like to see it.
One of the things you said is educating the public out there. That's important to you. You've even got an app out there, which is the Ding Stinger. Tell me a little bit about that.
Developed this Ding Stinger app about 2 years ago. It is a paintless dent repair estimating platform that the insurance companies actually are using. We have some estimators out there that work for insurance companies, but we have just over 2,000 users in 21 different countries using our app that we developed.
That is pretty impressive in just a couple of years. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, take a look at the gallery. And you're going to be pretty amazed when you take a look at some of these before and after pictures. We've been showing many of them right there on the screen for you. That has really got our attention down here, is the fact that, like you said, keeping the factory paint intact not only looks better, but quite honestly, keeps the value of your car as well. You can also take a look at all the services they provide there. Obviously, they're going to let you know right off the bat if your car is a good candidate for this type of process. What about those ones with major extensive collision work? You got a full service auto body here. Tell me about some of the other repairs you're able to do.
That is what makes the Ding Guy somewhat unique in our business, is we offer the paintless dent repair as the first best option when repairing any minor dents on your car. But we do offer the full conventional also. Sometimes things do need to be repainted, but we try and save that process if we can. Blend panels. Every time you have a panel repaired on your vehicle, the adjacent panel almost always has to be blended. There are techniques that we have developed here at the Ding Guy that saves blend panels, saves money. Anytime that we can use our process to shrink the damaged area down, it's going to save you time and save you money.
That is great. Like I said, I don't see too many auto bodies with such a beautiful reception area here, which just goes to show that most people aren't sitting in a reception area waiting for work to be done because it takes a long time. So that's got to kind of be a neat thing for folks to come in and like you say, sometimes it can be a short afternoon.
Yeah, it can. We have a lot of people come in and out. We have great coffee here and cold drinks. So if you have something that qualifies for a short repair, come in and sit with us. We have free Wi-Fi. You can come in, sit down, and look at your iPad and have something to drink, and we'll have you out of here with a dent-free car.
Excellent. Beautiful facility, James. Viewers, last time, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. Obviously, it begins with a consultation, and this is a free consultation. Come on down. We'll have somebody come out, take a look at your car. If you're not sure, download the app. That'll walk you through a lot of it right there, or get on the phone, and somebody will walk you through and see if it's a great candidate for this particular process. If it requires more work, they've got you taken care of right here. We're talking about a complete turnkey facility located here in Colorado Springs. They are a Better Business Bureau, A+ rating out there as well. And just remember, this is a company that began back in the early 90s. They really have perfected this process. They've shared it with folks all across the country. They are now available here to serve you. That is the Ding Guy. This is Gary Atencia with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.